God, cute boys. We caught
I'm
it.
like, tell me your first drama was not Boys Over Flowers. Did you cut?
No, I'm just
Oh,
saying I'm gonna cut it at this point.
okay,
Unnecessary.
just keep moving,
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Least Most Podcast.
Welcome,
Yeah.
guys.
Hello. So, without further ado, my name is Simi with my lovely co-host.
Tommy.
Hiya, girl. How are you?
Hey, Hi, everyone, and welcome again.
Thank you so much for joining us for our second episode. And today we'll be talking about a web series called XX. Ooh,
It's already sounding quite saucy, can't lie.
I know, right? For
It
for
was
a
quite spicy, I
title,
can't lie.
it's
It's a bit spicy.
XX, a bit spicy, a bit of Tabasco sauce.
Have you actually ever tried Tabasco sauce? I've never tried it. Is
I've
it
tried
basically
it.
hot sauce?
It's
Anyway,
basically.
this is not relevant. But sorry, you were gonna say it's basically what?
It's basically hot sauce, but it's not spicy. Like whoever think Tabasco sauce is spicy, like you need to get your taste bud checked because that's not
Really?
spicy. It's not.
Well, anyway, moving on from the irrelevant topics. But yeah, I've never tried that. I don't think I ever will, to be honest. I don't even like the taste of hot sauce. Tastes tangy, so I don't like it.
I like sour stuff, but anyway, like we said, let's move on. So, what did you
Sour
think?
like these relationships.
Burn,
Anyway,
burn. Okay, so what did you like about the show in general?
um, mm, I mean, I liked. I don't really know, to be honest. It was an alright show for me, so I can't even say I liked it, but it was okay. I mean, the positive points. Can I just say, Lee Jong Won? I'm sorry, that's all I liked about the show. He's so cute. I'm sorry, like what? No, this is the second time I'm seeing him, and I just have to say, I think I might have a celebrity crush, guys. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, twice now. This is the second time he's playing a gay character, and I'm not sure if his actual sexual orientation in real life, but I mean, if he's not gay, Lee Jung Won, I'm here. I'm single, just so you know. Like, I'm just out here, cough cough, because I must say, I must say, he is some eye candy, and I like the way they dressed him. Like, I like his wardrobe.
Yes, his
I
wardrobe
really
was
liked his wardrobe.
immaculate, and I love the fact that he was a perfumer. And
Oh, that just added to it. I was just like, I'm in love. No, no. I was actually like, no, I'm actually in love. What is this? Oh no.
what was the other drama he played in that he played a homosexual
Um,
character?
it's one that is currently still airing at the moment. It's My Unfamiliar Family,
Ah, so I've not seen that. So I was
which we
wondering.
definitely will be talking about on this podcast, but just not today. But yes,
No
I
one
actually,
less.
funny enough, I saw him first in My Unfamiliar Family before I even watched XX. And I was like, I remember watching it and I was like, who is this person? Like, what is going on? Like, this is just eye candy. Like, what is going I was so confused. I had to go look him up because I was like, no, 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 no. And that's why I say again, anyway, let me just stop with the thirst, with
I
the
w- I would
thirstiness.
have to say like it was definitely me. Like the first time I saw him was XX. So and I just thought first of all I was guessing. I was like I, I was pairing him with Nana. You know, cause they're close friends, and I was like, oh, it's gonna
Yeah,
be the
yeah.
same trope. But then when it came out, I was like, ooh, ooh, and I was like, ooh, we love that. We love a bit of mixing.
But yeah, I think he was my favorite overall aspect of the show. The plot was nice too, but I have to say he was the reason for the show for me. He was like the seller.
You
It
think
was him.
so?
It was him. I'm sorry, it was him. I have to be true to myself, okay? It was him.
So I'm guessing this is gonna probably get a low popcorn rating from you.
Not necessarily. I mean, it did have a good plot, but I mean, it was quite short as well, so and it was a nice plot as well. It's just it didn't leave like a lasting impression on me, so I
Okay, I
wouldn't
see.
give it something that's super high. But not to
Mm,
take away from the fact that it was actually quite interesting, and I felt like it touched on quite a few points that um were interesting to know. But yeah.
Oh, that's really
So
cool.
all in all, I quite liked the drama, but it wasn't like, oh my god, this is groundbreaking for me personally.
I see. Because for me, I liked it. I liked the fact that it was 10 episodes. So,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like 30 minutes each, which means it was an easy watch. So if you're looking to just escape for like just a couple of hours and not go down
Mm-hmm.
the rabbit hole of binge watching, 10 episodes doable, okay? Like it's
Yeah, I have to give them that. I have to give them their props for being able to like explain the whole like issue and the like the plot line and everything. Like they actually did a really good job. I
mm,
must say, like for the fact that like you said it was short, and it was short in the length of time that that each episode was, and also short in the length of episodes that were there as well. Like for a Korean drama that was pretty short, and I quite enjoyed it. I can't lie. Like I will say definitely they deserve props for, like they deserve some accolades for that, and the
another
fact that they were
thing,
able to give the plot
another
such good
thing,
justice.
yeah, they did. And another thing I wanted to jump in quickly to say was I really love like I don't know if it was the camera, the editing, or maybe it was
Mm.
just the HD high definition I was watching it on, but I have to
The
say that
lighting.
I don't even, yeah, the lighting and
Excuse me.
also the sound, like the music paired really well with like the
Mm.
epic moments. Like I
Mm-hmm.
just loved the fact that when they were showing how they were making the drinks, they did a bit of ASMR. They kind of did the water
Do you know, I never
pouring.
noticed that. Oh, that is actually true. Like with the
Yeah.
pouring. Yeah, that's actually true. It was
Uh,
quite nice. It was pleasant to the ears, actually. Can't lie.
I'm
It
a bit of a fan
was.
of ASMR. Apparently, I have a very
Oh, okay.
ASMR voice. My friends tell me, but
Oh,
maybe I
dear, you
have.
have a soothing voice. Mm,
they
all
told,
right.
yeah, I think I need to. Maybe I should know what my voice is like.
No,
Hey,
no, please increase your voice, man.
everyone. But yeah, so I really liked that, and I love the aesthetic of
Mm,
the bar as well. So I would say overall I really liked the drama, and for
mm.
the fact that it had a very interesting take on the plot. So I was kind of like, hmm. So yeah, I would have to say I really liked it.
Okay, but then, well, if you're saying that you really liked it, what about did you like the characters as well? You've said a bit about the ASMR and stuff, but you haven't really said anything about the characters.
So I have to
Like,
say the characters Rumi and Nana. First of all, boss babes. I know everyone would probably hate Nana, not Nana, Rumi would probably hate Rumi first, but to be honest, I fell in love with her. Like I just really
mm,
liked her, and she really played the role or really well, because I don't want to spoil the plot for people, but you know she kind of made it like you kind of understand and sympathize with her. Okay, yes, what she did was wrong, but she's also suffering from a lot of emotional baggage as well. And I love
mm-hmm,
that they were able to portray Rumi in that light. I also
mm-hmm,
what I loved about Nana was that it shows that sometimes when you go through a traumatic event, it's you might think you're all right maybe 5 years down the line, but you're not until you actually come face to face with that issue.
mm-hmm.
And you know, them being best friends, in uni, and then this, event happened, and it's
Mm-hmm.
traumatizing. Imagine your best friend doing something like that
Guys,
to
so
you.
basically, the best friend slept with the boyfriend. I'm
I was
sorry,
trying
like
not to spoil it.
I've told you from jump. There's gonna be spoilers, but it's just you need to watch it. It's really good. I won't lie, but yeah, basically, the plot is around the fact that there are two friends that used to be best friends, and one basically slept with one's boyfriend, and then there's like the whole story kind of revolves around like them meeting up 5 years later after they had basically cut contact from each other
But to
due
be
to the whole
fair,
event.
to,
So.
to be fair, Nana's boyfriend was a scumbag, hands down. Like he, first of all, Rumi was lied to, okay, which is why I sympathize with her. But secondly, that doesn't excuse what she did, because she should first.
See, yeah, I believe sometimes. Okay, in the sense that where you're saying about she was lied to. Okay, I'm gonna say something a bit techie, yeah, but I know.
We're here for
I feel
it.
like I'm
We're
the one
here.
that's always saying the techie stuff, but it needs to be said. Right. With Rumi, yeah, I liked her. I really liked her. I thought she was a boss. Like I just really liked her energy. I
Her
loved like
vibe.
the way she dealt with a lot of her issues. I quite liked. But um what she said about, or what you said about her being lied to, I think sometimes it's easy and convenient for people to sometimes believe a lie because of what they want to do in their heart. So if I
Hmm.
tell you like, oh, like if you want to do something, yeah, Simi, if you have something in your heart that you want to do, you're gonna do it regardless, right? But
Hmm.
I feel like that lie kind of gave her that push, that enabled her, that gave her that excuse that she could use. It wasn't right, and at the end of the day, you could see that she regretted her decision in the end. But at the end of the day, like I still feel like she
He
did it based on the fact that she wanted to do it. She wanted to do it. And
he
if you
was
watch it properly and you go back,
manipulative.
I it was manipulative. I'm not saying he wasn't, like the boyfriend wasn't manipulative. He was. But what I'm saying is she wanted to do it as well. She liked him. She had feelings for him. She felt like, so okay, yeah. On what grounds, yeah? In what world? I don't care what people say, yeah. In what world, Simi, is if you just broke up with your boyfriend, yeah,
Yeah.
and we're meant to be best friends,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And I haven't even called you to be like, Simi, oh my God, like my heart is broken. I'm so broken. He broke my heart. And you go and sleep with my man. In what world is that okay?
It's not okay. That's why I said I'm not.
Exactly. Point, case rested. I don't even have to say much again. Everybody, like, honestly, if you think about it, like, there's no way you can justify it. Because I watched it, I was like, aren't you gonna verify this news with your friend first before you just go and just like sleep with your friend's man? Like, I don't know what everybody else thinks, but me personally, that's not okay. That will never run. That will never be okay. Ever be okay. So I think that was already the first mistake she made, not verifying the news with her friend.
Which
First
is what
mistake.
he said.
And
Which is
that's
what
why,
he
and
said.
that's exactly, and that is why I say that at the end of the day, it was convenient for her to blame the fact that he lied about it. But at the end of the day, in her heart of hearts, she knew that that's what she wanted to sleep with him
She wanted that
because
D.
she did exactly. She wanted the D. Like, sis, just own your mistake. Like just own it, own your decision, and just take it in stride. Don't come and then come and be playing the victim and be pretending. Not to say
No,
that
but she
like
didn't. That's one thing I liked about her. She didn't. She never played the victim. She
she did play the victim in the beginning. She did play the victim, but then it was like now later on, 5 years later, we can see that she was like, yeah, well,
Yeah, in the
it's already
beginning, but
happened.
like five
But
years
in the
after.
beginning, sorry.
No, what I'm saying is that like when I was watching it, first of all,
Mm-hmm.
like I kind of understood. We didn't really see much of the background story of Rumi until later on, but we saw the background story of Nana. So I was first of all, I still liked her as a boss lady, but I was just kind of like, nah, this friendship is done with, it's over with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I wasn't trying to give her an excuse. Well, maybe, do you know what? I blame my parents. They always tell me to see the good in people.
Maybe because like no, to be honest, like I actually really liked Rumi. Like you said, she owned her mistake and she was
Mm,
ready to like she was ready to basically take up the consequences for it, like for her actions. So because of that, I ended up liking her a lot.
mm.
Actually, the funny thing is I liked her a lot more than Nana. I didn't like Nana at all. I found Nana quite irritating.
Really?
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
fair, I think Nana, well, she got annoying to a point. Like, I understand where you're coming from because, it's like it's been 5 years. This girl's trying, and like it's kind of for you to kind of like start accepting. But people, human beings are always going to be human beings at the end of the day, and everybody
Mhm.
deals with trauma differently. And even though I
Mhm.
we find her a bit annoying, but that was her process to go through because she hated. Like, I don't think she truly hated Rumi, because their friendship, they were so close. So, and
Mm-hmm.
even to the point that she wanted to help Rumi in her current relationship anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she always still had a soft spot for Rumi, but it was just such a traumatic event. Anyway.
Anyway, for me, Nana wasn't that. She didn't strike me as someone I really would like in general. Like, I didn't like her. I don't really want to go into. I can't even think of the main reasons why I wasn't really a fan of her. But she just wasn't my kind of person. Just
Mm,
generally, I preferred Rumi's character rather
I
than Nana's character.
I quite
Yeah.
liked Rumi's character a lot. Like I would say like I really not identify, but
Mm.
as in like
Did you sleep with your best friend's man,
no.
sis? Mm. It's
Well,
all coming out now. It's all coming out now.
that's what I said. Not identify, ladies, guys, ladies, girls, boys, everyone in
In
between.
between.
That's what I said. I don't identify, but I was really attracted. Like I really liked her vibe. That's
Okay,
what I
okay.
mean.
Do you know who I actually want to talk about?
Who?
So, hmm, basically,
When you do that
um,
sound, I know it's coming.
no, I actually found everybody a bit problematic in the show. I can't lie. I think maybe that's why. Maybe I didn't. I loved I loved the show. Like it was actually good. It's just the characters were all problematic. But I mean, human beings are problematic in general. So I guess what do you expect? The guy that was working with her, her colleague, the bartender.
The baseball
I thought
guy.
he was mad stalkery.
You thought so?
Yeah, like not even stalkery, but like I thought it was a bit much. Like he was like, well, he was hinting because when he was hinting, he said something. He was like, well, um, the person that I like, I've been ready, but she's not ready. I've been ready for like 2 years. I'm like, bruh, that's. I'm sorry. I'm not waiting for anyone for 2 years. I'm so sorry. Like the thing is,
He's
he
in
doesn't like.
love.
It's okay to be in love, but why hadn't he said anything? Like he
He
waited for I mean it ended up anyway, like he was happy in the end, but I was just kind of like that's I just find that really strange, or maybe because I'm not the kind of person that can wait for someone for 2 years. I mean, bearing in mind I have had a crush on someone for like a year, over a year, and it took my one of my friends. Funny enough, I was literally discussing with one of my friends today, um and we were talking about liking having a crush on someone, and I was
Mm-hmm.
saying to her that like in my past, like
Mm.
I've been one of those people that I have actually gone and told the guy, yo, like I actually like you, and that it didn't end well. It didn't end well.
Backfired.
But no, it didn't end well. But do you know what? In my heart of hearts, like not there's no day I look back on that day and regret. Like
Mm.
I've never regretted it. Like I've never been like, oh my god, why did I say it? Like, because it was liberating in the first place. Because I was just like, after liking someone for like over a year, it's very liberating. Like when you finally get their answer, it's either gonna be a yes or a no. And that helped me to like that really shaped my mind and
Mm.
shaped like how I was like with like rejection and stuff, because at the end of
Mm-hmm.
the day, now I just tell myself, what's the worst that can happen? They'll say no.
Exactly.
It'll hurt in the
Exactly.
moment, but you'll actually move on. Like, and the funny thing is, even when I first did it, like I was kind of, it burned. Like obviously I'm like, ouch, like being rejected is not nice. Like how men do it on a regular,
Honey,
boy, I do not know.
honey.
But like being rejected is not nice. But even when in the midst of that, when I was even feeling that emotion of rejection, I was still happy I did it, because I was just like, oh, finally, like I know how he feels towards me, even
Mm-hmm.
if it's not what I wanted. I can just move, like now I can heal and I can move on. But for him, it was just kind of like just silently just liking her from afar for like 2 years. I'm just like,
Some people are
man,
like
is
that.
that healthy? Is that even healthy? That's not healthy. I'm sorry. Like, but it's just, I find it so weird. Like, I just don't think that's healthy for your mental state. You shouldn't be keeping things in for that long.
Some
Like,
people are like
especially because
that.
you work with this person. But anyway.
You know, some people are like that because do you know how I know some people are like that? Some people can
How?
hold grudges. Like they can be holding grudges since
And it's not
2013.
healthy.
It's
That's my
not
point.
healthy. What I'm saying, that's why
It's not
I'm
healthy. You shouldn't keep things in for that long. 2 years, nah,
not. That's
nah.
why I'm agreeing with
That's
you. I'm
long.
agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you because I was just kind of like, Do you know what? Funny enough, like I do
At
feel
first, you think it's romantic. Oh my God, he's loved her for so long. It's so cute. But then when you actually deep the fact that it's been 2 years and you like someone, you haven't actually said your feelings for that long, and you just silently watched them for like 2 years. That to me is borderline obsessive.
you think so?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. That is borderline obsessive, because it's not like when you're in high school or when you're in secondary school and you're just having a crush on a senior or something like that,
Mm.
and you know it's not really ever gonna happen. It's more like this person is in very close proximity with you. Like you literally work with this person. You see them pretty much every day. Like you guys speak all the time. Like to me, that's borderline obsessive. How can you even hold yourself for 2 years with someone this close to you and
Someone
you haven't
he
even
has
told them how
great
you
self
feel?
control.
I'm sorry, no, like, bruh. And please, if there's any, like, honestly, if there's anyone out there that's crushing on someone, just say it. Just say it. Because the worst thing that can happen is they say no. You will not die. You will move on. Like, you will actually be okay. Like, I promise. It will hurt in the moment, but you will actually be okay. Because that to me is not healthy. I think that's pretty much like very obsessive, and I don't even think I'd want someone to be liking me afar for 2 years without saying it because they feel like I'm not ready. Who are you to tell me if you think I'm ready or not?
True, that's true.
Like, you
But
don't know my mindset. I
mm,
could tell you one thing. We say human beings are so fickle. We say one thing and mean the other all the time. I could be like, I'm not even looking for a man. I don't need nobody. And right now, if somebody came over to me, I'd be like, he cute though. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, human beings are so fickle. Not to say that we don't stand with our decisions, but I'm just saying, like, when she was like, oh, she's not ready for a relationship or whatever, like, you've liked for someone for like over for that long. Me personally, I'd still want someone to be like, well, actually, I have feelings for you. It's okay if you don't reciprocate those feelings, but I still need you to know because I need the person
but
to
not
know how I'm
everyone's a
feeling
brave.
towards them.
But not everyone's as brave
But
as
I
you.
don't think he was suffering from bravery. I don't think he was suffering from lack of like courage.
That's true, because he no, he purposely got the job in the bar just to be closer to her, and like
See, and you want to tell me that's not obsessive? Hmm,
it's like
sis.
it's almost like, do you know that Netflix series You?
You. Nah, sorry. That, oh my God, it actually kind of is. All we need to see is his story side of the story. We don't know who he has killed. Hmm.
That's true. Oh my god, oh my god, You was just one of those. It's a great show, guys. If you've
If you
never
haven't
seen
watched
it,
You,
it's
sorry, I don't know how to help you, hon, but You is a good show that you should probably jump on. It's very interesting, and then it makes you actually start to rationalize things that you shouldn't rationalize. By the way, but anyway, that's another review for another day.
that
Because sometimes with these shows, I've actually noticed, man, sometimes you have to actually call your morality back and you actually put yourself in check. Because I've noticed sometimes with these types of shows, yeah, you start sympathizing with the person who's doing wrong. And
I
you're like, oh, and you don't want them to get
know.
caught.
I
And you're like,
know.
wait, what's going on? This person is a murderer. Like, why am I sympathizing with a murderer? Like, this person did wrong.
It's
Like
exactly
that's
what
it.
happened with me.
Like that's it. Period. Like this person did wrong. And sometimes you start sympathizing with them and it's not okay. So I don't know, man. Anyway.
I said
But
exactly
yeah, I
what.
think that's my take on her colleague, personally.
To be honest, I was gonna say that's my take on Rumi, like because like you did call me, you did put me in check about like, well, she did, it isn't okay, she did cheat, but at the same time, I was like, oh, I sympathize with her a lot. But yeah, what about, let's talk about Nana, no, Rumi's new boyfriend, the lawyer guy. Like, I mean, that guy is one manipulative beep 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 beep.
Insert all the bad words.
Like he made her, this is when you just know manipulation is real. Like he made her think that everything was okay. And I don't know if you noticed that near the end, it was actually not the other lawyer lady that she thought it was. It was even the
Yeah, don't
girl.
don't spoil it for everybody. Yeah, it was the other person. It was somebody who you didn't actually think it was. But that's not even that was not the height of manipulation that got me. Do you know what got me?
Well,
It was when they were in the alleyway and he said some really horrible stuff to her. But the one that hurt me the most, yeah, I don't know why it hurt me as well because I was just like, ouch, was when he was like, I understand why all your past boyfriends treat you like this. And guys, like literally,
Oh, yeah, I remember that
if
scene.
anybody's
That was
ever said that to
horrible.
you in life, like don't ever listen to them and to be like, because he literally was like, oh, um I understand why your exes treat you the way they do, or treat you like you're
Nah,
crazy, or
he
like the major gaslighting was too much. Like he was making her seem like she was mad, and she's not mad. You did wrong, and you're making the
exactly.
person think like they're doing wrong. Ah, no, 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 no. Like that
Oh,
can't run. And honestly, that I was just like, wow. Like wait to like what I hated about what he did was like he took her insecurity and then he used that as a weapon against her, and that for me was just like wow.
and this
How
is why
can
we
you
need.
like, and it's so painful because it like you with your partner, with the person you're with, you tend to like be more vulnerable. Like when after a certain amount of time you're open with them because you're like, well, this is the person that I'm with. Like I feel like I can be opener. Like you feel like you can be opener with your partner, and then for them to basically take what you've been open to them about, sorry, the things that you've maybe the past hurts, the things you're going through, and for them to use that as a weapon against you to kind of slight you or make you feel bad about yourself, or to make you feel like you're the one that's wrong while they're the one that's right, when you know in your hearts that they're the one that's wrong. Then nah, I feel like to me that was where I was like, this is a point of no return. I can't stand this guy. And honestly, like I have to like hats off to the actor. What's his
Mm,
name? His name is skipping my mind now.
I think his name
Jun
is.
Kyung. Yeah, Kim Jun Kyung. Like he's a good actor because he made me hate him in that moment. Like I literally looked at him. I was like, I hate you so much. Like because and honestly, guys, if there's anybody out there that's like having issues like this, like where you feel like somebody that you trust is using your own insecurity against you as a weapon against you to make you feel bad, like you need to cut that person out of your life. It's not worth
Honestly,
it because
Flea died.
no one should
It was
feel like the way Rumi felt in
horrible.
that moment. No
It
one should
was
have to go through that.
horrible. Like, and the
It
fact that
was really
she's
horrible.
already like taken, you know, maybe antidepressants. I don't know what kind of pills she was taking, but the fact that she's already like he already knows that her mental state is unstable, and you know, and he still went ahead to say those horrible, horrible, horrible things to her, like in
For
front.
me, it's not even about her like what her mental state was. What the issue was is the fact that he knew that okay, yeah, whatever meds she was taking, she's on meds for whatever it is. It could be anxiety, it could be whatever mental health issue that she was going through. Because
Mm,
there's a broad spectrum,
yeah.
and then um that was what he used as a weapon against her, and that for me was like, how can you take something that she was open about the fact that, oh well, actually I'm on meds, like, or I'm on this, or I have to use this, and then for him to then turn around and be like, well, you're crazy and that's why all your exes are this and that. I was just like, bruh, like you didn't need to go there. Like you didn't need to say all that, all just to kind of make yourself seem like a saint and make her feel like she's the one with the problems. And that for me was just like the major gaslighting. I couldn't stand it. Like, oh,
Mm.
I have to say he's a good actor because, like I said, he made me hate him in that moment.
And when
Honestly.
characters make us feel like a certain type of emotion, then I feel like they're doing the job. So, well,
Mhm.
not characters. I mean, is it characters?
Mhm.
Characters or actors?
Yeah. Actors
Both.
both.
Both. But I want to talk about their business sense. Like, clearly Nana is a better like marketing strategist, and Rumi's just the type of person that just likes to spend money, and she thinks the one thing I picked
No,
up
I
on.
actually think it's the other way around. I think Nana is she's more the person that's like more of a dreamer. I think Rumi is the one that's kind of like actually, money, money, money. Like Rumi's more the person that wants to make profit. She just doesn't know her way around it. Like she doesn't know her way around the business, but she's more business minded. Whereas Nana, like she knows the business, but she's more of a dreamer, and that's why Rumi was able to buy the business, whereas Nana wasn't, and
Okay,
that's where you could tell.
okay, like, but to be fair, Nana did have a disadvantage to her that she wasn't well off as Rumi. So,
Yeah, I understand that, but at the end of the day, I think it was quite, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know why words just escape my mind when I need them. sometimes it's very annoying. But I just feel like she was quite what's the word? Oh my god, how can I? Anyway, um, I
I'm
feel like
trying
she's
to.
just basically a dreamer. She was thinking, oh well, it was quite
No, but she
idealistic
didn't.
in a
She
way.
she was working towards a dream, right?
Yeah, she was working towards it, but it was idealistic. Like she was expecting the landlord to be able to give her this um hold on to a property for a
Okay, fair
long
enough.
period of
Yeah,
time for
I
her. Like
agree on that
that's
part.
that's that's pretty
But
unrealistic.
I still feel like Nana had some great marketing strategies when it came to their business because we have to remember that Rumi's
No,
business
like
was
I agree with you.
failing.
Like at the end of the day, she knew the business well.
Mm,
She knew it better than Rumi. Rumi had so it's kind of like when you have the investors and then you have the people that actually do the
work.
job.
Mm,
Like Nana's the one that does the work. She knew the ground. She did the
mm,
groundwork. She knew
mm,
what needed to be done in order for the bar to like succeed.
mm.
Whereas Rumi is just the person, the benefactor. She has the money. So whatever needs that the bar would need, Rumi would have it. But I think what Rumi was trying to do in that moment was come in and be the boss. But then obviously that's why she was struggling with it because at the end of the day, that's not her strong point. And
Mm.
you can also see that dynamic in the way they both deal with their respective boyfriends slash
Partners,
ex
yeah,
boyfriends. Yeah,
yeah.
you can
Because
see that dynamic of one person kind of throwing money at the problem, the other kind of like just
I don't think Rumi threw money at her lawyer boyfriend. That's because I can't remember his name. I don't think he. Well, she did buy him stuff, but I don't think she was buying him stuff out of her trying to keep him. But it was more like,
no, I didn't. She was trying to make him up to her standard apparently according to her.
well, yes, but at the same time, like she never made him feel because it would have been a different story altogether. If she made him feel lesser, lesser than her. But she did put the
Mm-hmm.
guy on a pedestal. Let's not lie. She did. She put him on a pedestal. He was
Yeah,
buying.
because he was the only one that was willing to, like when you feel like your bottom barrel, you literally think everybody else is
She
above
had
you, and
slow,
that's
low,
that is
low
something that
self
she had
worth.
to learn. Yeah,
She
she
had,
had to learn.
and Nana
She
knew
had
her
to kind
worth.
of exactly, and but Rumi didn't. She had no self worth, and that's
Mm,
why she allowed a lot of things that on a normal
Coupled
day.
with the issue of her dad, like daddy
Yeah,
issues. I don't know what it is
exactly.
about dramas with daddy issues and like I don't know. Like I maybe I can't understand that perspective, so I don't know. Coupled with that, I feel like she really had a lot of things to work on. And the thing is that there is no a lot of things a lot of things that we need to learn as people is to learn to be by ourselves and love ourselves and you
Mm,
know love our self-worth. And
mm,
there was a quote I came across by what's her name? Oh my god, I'll remember. And she said that in the quote it said, I'm paraphrasing guys now, in the quote
mm.
it says that no one can make you feel any lower than you make yourself feel, like unless you allow what people say about you to make
Mm-hmm.
you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah.
They don't have that power. So I feel like
Mm-hmm.
this was a great show to kind of that shows that unless you determine that your self-worth and you are you know I am the boss, I am queen, I am this, I am that, and you add yourself with that love, then no one can come at you. So it's something both characters needed to learn as well, so which was quite an interesting take.
Can I just say one last thing as well before
Mm.
we basically round up? Um, one thing my favorite scene was the scene in the hotel when she was
Oh
dealing with the
yes.
boyfriend. That was my favorite scene. Like the
Oh
way she
my
dealt with it.
god.
Like she was just like, yeah, I'm like, give me my stuff, and that's it. But honestly, like I don't even think in real life, I don't think I'd be able to do something like that. But one thing I was kind of surprised about was like as much as she's looking for her father's like approval and stuff, I was surprised that her dad didn't actually come and talk about the fact that she did that.
Mm.
Like, cause I was expecting him to be like, "Oh, what are you doing in public? Why are you doing this? Blah blah blah." But I like I don't know. He never said like we never got a scene where he was like reprimanding her for it.
No, I think
Did you
he.
notice?
Yeah, I noticed because to be honest, the most scenes I remember of her father was literally him sending her money. Literally, that was it. So he kind of gave her that behavior of you can fix whatever you're going through with money, and not necessarily that's the case. So, but yeah, yeah, I love that scene though. The scene at the hotel when you find out and you're like, oh, it's that person. I was screaming. I was like, yeah, girl, take your
Yeah. So
power back.
all in all, I would say this drama was okay. It was interesting. Um, given the given how short it was as well, I think it pretty much showed all the things that it needed to show within the
Mm,
time, within the episodes that we were given. So I mean, if you want something light, something fresh, something quick to watch, and if you like Simi said earlier, if you don't want to really go but down the rabbit hole of binge watching 40 something episodes, then
you're in good hands.
you're in good hands. Exactly. Like you might as well just go into this cuz and actually watch this cuz it's quick and you probably finish it within a day or two
A
if
day or two,
depending
yeah.
on your time. And you can just it's one of those ones cuz me I know personally it was it was a kind of drama that I could watch just before I went to bed. Like I just watched like an episode before I went to sleep kind of thing just to just watch something and then probably read a book and then sleep. But
Mm,
it was quite chill. It's a chilled drama. You don't need to think too much with it. So, some dramas are quite complex. You have to it's not something heavy unless it's something that you've dealt with in the past. Like
exactly.
it's not heavy, but at the same time it still talks about like something that a lot of people go through,
Mm.
and it highlights quite a few points without being too much for you to handle. So, on that note, I think I'd give this drama a 3 popcorns.
Three popcorns, sweet.
Yeah.
So, I would say I like the fact that it showed that there are different ways to deal with situations. Like for example, Nana running her way from her problems instead of facing them head on, and it shows like the consequences of avoiding things because you still have that feeling inside and you still need to deal with it. And then it shows this clearly different two characters who were able to overcome a big traumatic event in both their lives and still be able to be friends. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it highlights the importance of forgiveness.
Yeah, it did.
Not necessarily that you're gonna forget, but it shows that their friendship was able to overcome, even though they had a 5 year hiatus, a 5 year
Mm-hmm.
break.
Yeah,
They were able to
but
come
it was
back.
needed though,
It was needed, of course, because
because
I
then there also needed to be growth. Like
exactly.
both characters needed to grow in their own respective ways in order to be able to come back and be able to even be friends later on.
Exactly, they were able
Yeah.
to come back and say, you know what, I forgive you for what you did, and and I forgive you for what you did, and let's build this business together. So sometimes the people you think that you hate the most are probably the people that you might actually need in your life. Don't quote me on that though. It depends on the situation.
Please, please, guys, it really does depend on the situation. Don't be going to problematic people. Don't be going to people
Exactly,
that you really should stay away from. If you have a restraining order
exactly.
on someone, keep that restraining order, please. Thank you.
Exactly. Toxicity in a way out the door. So but like I said, sometimes, not all the time, guys, don't quote me on that.
Very
So
rarely, in fact.
you know what,
Please.
minute, like one drop 1%, I would say. So because of that, I will give it 3.5 popcorns.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
three.
That's good.
I know I was calling you out on this last time, so I will say three popcorns and a kernel.
Cool. All right. I'll take it. 3 popcorns and a kernel.
Three popcorns and a kernel. So that comes to the end of
Yeah.
XX.
That brings us to the
Woo! Wow,
end.
another episode done. How you feeling, Tommy?
uh, it's still early days. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy. One thing I will say is though, I am looking for. There are a few dramas that I have my eyes on at the moment, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to. But yeah, stay tuned, guys, and we will be doing more reviews. If you want to get ahead of us and also start watching some of the shows we're watching, I'm currently watching My Unfamiliar Family. Like I said earlier, you can see my love, Lee Jong Won, and then I'm also watching Into the Ring. That's another drama as well. That's looking quite nice. It's looking like something I'd also want to talk about.
Into the
Um,
Ring. I haven't heard of
yeah,
that
Into the
one.
Ring. You might have to go look into it. But yeah, I'm watching. That's one I'm quite enjoying. I'm actually enjoying quite a lot at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then which other one am I watching? I'm also watching a Chinese drama, but I don't really want to talk about it yet because I'm not really sure how I feel about that
That's
one.
no
But yeah,
problem.
I think that's it for me.
For me, I'm watching It's Okay Not to Be Okay. I'm quite enjoying that. But obviously review coming up. And then I would say what else am I watching? I think that's the only drama I am currently watching, guys. I need to start some other dramas, but you know, boss babe here, come on. So yeah, so
What are you
that's
trying to say? Some of us, the rest of us, are unemployed. Is that what you're trying to say?
no!
We have time on our hands.
That's not what I'm trying to
Hmm.
say, girl. Girl. You're gonna be coming for me in the comments, in the reviews. And
Okay.
no, I'm just keeping it to the one. And so just to remind you guys, if you are enjoying this, please, or if you have any suggestions or feedback, please, give us some iTunes reviews. That makes us more discoverable. Share us with your friends, your loved ones,
Yeah. Subscribe.
subscribe. And yeah, just give us some love, guys. Give us some love. We need that love, okay? All right.
Okay.
All right, guys.
See you guys. Well,
Thank you so
yeah.
much.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in once again. And we will catch you in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye bye.